To determine whether a person is good or bad can be a complex and multifaceted challenge, especially considering the subjective nature of these concepts and the significant variations they can exhibit based on different cultural, moral, and individual perspectives. However, Stoic philosophy offers some guidelines that can assist in this assessment. Loyal followers attract whom, even in the midst of a crowd, one should avoid. The answers may lie in silent interactions, unspoken gestures, and the invisible bonds that either connect or divide people. Goodness can illuminate and warm those around it like sunlight, drawing in those seeking warmth and light, while evil, despite attempting to hide under the guise of goodness or sincerity, eventually reveals its true face, like a mask that crumbles over time. Error cannot sustain itself indefinitely. One may act as if all is well temporarily, but eventually the mask of falsehood wears thin, exposing the truth beneath. There are certain characteristics that indicate a person's inclination towards evil rather than goodness, and by observing these behaviors, one can easily understand this dynamic among individuals and can direct their own actions to become a better person. In this video, we will uncover subtle signs that help us distinguish people's true characters. We will discuss 9 behaviors that reveal evil. So, watch until the end. And remember, when you know the problem, making life decisions and seeking smart solutions for your relationships becomes easier. Let's get started. This discord can manifest in various ways. Refusing to apologize, tendency to distort the truth to fit one's narrative, or even reversing the situation to make others feel guilty or responsible. In contrast, true goodness is flexible and humble. It acknowledges that we all can err and sees mistakes as opportunities for growth. A genuinely good person understands that apologizing and accepting mistakes are not signs of weakness, but rather of strength and maturity. Therefore, when evaluating a person's character, it is important to observe how they deal with their own mistakes. Persistently refusing to repent, even when it's clear one is wrong, is a danger sign that the apparent goodness is nothing more than a cleverly crafted mask. Secondly, taking pleasure in seeing others suffer. Someone who derives satisfaction from others' pain may hide behind a facade of kindness and compassion, but their actions and reactions betray this appearance. Instead of offering support or consolation in times of pain, such a person may show indifference or worse, display a subtle smile or hidden satisfaction in the face of others' distress. These behaviors are deeply disturbing and reveal a significant emotional disconnect. This lack of empathy not only harms those around them, but also indicates a significant internal flaw. Emotionally connecting with others' pain, and worse, deriving pleasure from it, is a clear sign of a potentially self-serving and malicious personality. This trait can manifest in subtle ways: disguised malicious comments masked as humor, reluctance to offer help when needed, and/or more overt situations where the individual exploits others' misfortunes or deliberately ignores their suffering. This behavior is marked by rigidity in beliefs and a pattern of constantly changing opinions and promises. While their words may seem sincere at the moment, they quickly lose their value after being tailored to what is most advantageous for them in a given situation. Such a person may agree with you one day, but if they perceive another option to be more beneficial to them the next day, they may completely change their stance. This constant flip-flopping and lack of loyalty to their own words reveal deep self-centeredness and a tendency to manipulate situations to fit their own interests. This behavior not only damages relationships, but also manifests in endless complaints about everything and everyone. They see faults in everything and everyone, excessively focusing on the negative aspects of life without noticing or appreciating the good. This pessimistic outlook can extend from everyday troubles to personal relationships and even global events. Instead of seeking solutions or adopting a more balanced approach, they prefer to immerse themselves in a spiral of negativity. This constant dissatisfaction reveals a deep insatiability where nothing is ever enough, always wanting more. This attitude not only affects their own well-being and the environment they create around them, but also masks a lack of gratitude and an inability to fully appreciate life. Moreover, this constant pursuit of more and the inability to be satisfied can lead to manipulative and selfish behavior. Individuals with these tendencies may use their complaints as a tool to gain attention, sympathy, or resources from others, but they rarely contribute positively or constructively to collective well-being. The tendency to be controlling manifests in various ways. Firstly, such individuals may present themselves as leaders or advisors, offering guidance or assistance. However, their good intentions often have an underlying purpose: to shape conditions and people's actions to fit their own interests or what they perceive as right. Additionally, these individuals may adopt an authoritarian attitude, imposing their own ideas and decisions, demonstrating a belief that they are superior to others. They can be inflexible and insensitive, insisting that others unquestioningly comply with their own rules. Another aspect of their controlling behavior involves employing subtle persuasion tactics and even emotional blackmail. This manipulation is often so subtly executed that victims may not realize they are being controlled. This desire for control can also lead to violations of privacy and disrespect for personal boundaries. These individuals may intervene in matters that do not concern them, justifying their actions, and this blurred line between concern and meddling demonstrates a concerning lack of empathy and interest in others. They have a habit of lying. These individuals use lying as a tool to manipulate situations and people in line with their own interests. They may distort the truth to present themselves more positively or to gain sympathy and attention, exaggerating or even fabricating stories. This manipulation can be so subtle that initially distinguishing truth from fiction may be challenging. Another concerning aspect of this tendency to lie is the desire to use lies to belittle or discredit others. They may spread unfounded rumors, distort someone's words or actions to harm them, or create conflicts among people. This behavior not only leads to distrust and misunderstandings, but can also cause serious damage to the reputation and relationships of those involved. Moreover, the fact that these individuals frequently lie is indicative of their lack of value for honesty and transparency in relationships. They are willing to sacrifice the truth to achieve their goals without considering the impact on others. This reveals their deep self-centeredness and lack of empathy. Some individuals maintain emotional distance to preserve a sense of superiority or power, avoiding genuine connections or dedication to others. However, it's important to note that emotional coldness is not always indicative of malevolence. The tendency to speak poorly of others is often disguised under the guise of observation or honest opinion. But in reality, it can be a strategy to elevate oneself at the expense of others. These individuals may seek to position themselves as superior or more knowledgeable by using criticism or belittlement as a tool. This behavior can be a sign of insecurity or low self-esteem. Instead of building their identities or self-images positively, these individuals choose to stand out by disparaging others. This is not only detrimental to those targeted, but also harmful to the individual themselves, as it creates a cycle of negativity and distrust in their surroundings. In summary, speaking poorly of others is a warning sign when evaluating someone's character. It indicates a tendency towards negativity, manipulation, and lack of respect for others. However, it's important to remember that all aspects are complex and multifaceted. A judgment based on just a few interactions or observations cannot capture the integrity of one's character.